Now, someone's already been to see the film. Perhaps we'll get him to review that, but also talk about Robin Hood. Hello to Jonas Armstrong. Lovely to see you.
I'll talk to you a lot more in a moment or two, but first here's a last quick look at what's happening where you are.
Welcome back. Now, he's the man of legend who robs from the rich, gives to the poor. We are, of course, talking about Robin Hood. He's been back on our screens for a second series and proving as popular as ever.
If not more popular. Jonas Armstrong plays the cheeky hero, constantly trying to outwit the evil Sheriff of Nottingham. Well, Jonas is here, but before we chat to him, let's have a quick look at him in action.
By the time you get close enough to use those swords, you'll be so full of arrows you'll look like hedgehogs. So, this is what Gisborne's dog's body does, is it?
Not his dog's body. I'm his right-hand man.
Oh. I couldn't face myself in the morning if I was you.
I count my money in the morning.
While you two are squabbling, there's a man in agony over there.
Run back to your master. Go on.
Go on! Run!
Do you practice little speeches like that?
Like what?
You'll be so full of arrows you'll look like hedgehogs.
No, it just came to mind.
You practice, don't you?
No.
Robin.
I know you. Save your strength.
Lardner. Lardner.
It's the real seal. It is from Richard.
Oh, there you go. Well, Jonas is here and proving, as we say, as popular as ever. Good morning, especially judging by the number of emails we've had this morning.
Right? Just got one in now, yeah.
Yep, they're all coming in. How are you, first of all?
I'm very well. I've just been back in the country now for coming up to 4 weeks, so it's nice to be home after such a long time.
You say back in the country because you shoot Robin Hood in Hungary?
In Hungary, yeah. We all ship out to Budapest for 6 months, and it was just a bit longer this year because we all got sent home after I had a bit of an injury, so we got sent home for about 4 weeks. So we were there for 7 months.
What happened? You had an argument with the tree root or something?
Yeah, that's right. No, I was doing a fight with Richard Armitage, who plays Guy of Gisborne.
Yeah.
And you know, it's quite rough, and I get thrown into a building, and instead of going in with my back as I was supposed to, I didn't turn in time, and I kind of hit it with my side. My foot just slammed against the wooden base of it, and I fractured a metatarsal bone.
Another metatarsal. Here we go.
Yeah.
So off I went to hospital, and they said, right, yeah, you're done. So I flew back here.
Yeah, I mean, because it is very physical, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it is very physical. And you have to be fit. You have to look after yourself. Otherwise, it kind of, I think it shows.
I mean, do you want? I mean, but of course, you've heard of stuntmen, presumably, Jonas.
No, I have got my stunt double, but it's. I think it's good to kind of do as much as you can.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of stunts and action and that kind of thing.
So let's talk about what we can expect then. Set up that episode for us.
This episode is episode 9. Obviously on this Saturday. At the beginning of the episode, you see the guy who was just lying down then, who just died, and he's a messenger from King Richard, with a messenger pigeon, for us to send a message back to the king, you know, in terms of flight and all that. And so yeah, things don't go to plan as ever, and a proposal happens as well, which
we'll probably not mention that.
Okay.
I mean, it's just seeped into Saturday night. Saturday night is a big night for TV again.
Yeah.
BBC One, you do your Strictly Come Dancing, then you do your Robin Hood. Do you watch? Do you sit down and watch it?
I tend not to with other people, because especially with my friends, they kind of take the mickey out of me and all the rest of it. They all kind of mimic me and everything, and then my mum just kind of sit and go, "Oh, Jonas, it's fantastic," this kind of thing. So I tend to just get it taped, and then I'll have a look, and then sit there and squirm and go red and get sweaty.
Interesting that you did your mother there, because we were talking about roots earlier, weren't we? You know?
Yeah.
But you're Irish. You're Irish born, aren't you?
I was born in
Dublin.
Dublin. Yeah, all the family are Irish. Mother's not from Dublin, but yeah, all the family's Irish. Moved over here when I was about 6.
Yeah, and obviously very proud of you. Well, let's talk about what else we can see on Saturday. Things get rather romantic, as we can see now.
Would you like to say a few words? Go on then.
We you marry me?
What?
The first time I held my bow, I knew it felt right, like it had been made for me. And that's how I feel about you.
Is that the bit where you get teased by your friends?
I will do now, thanks for that.
Were you a fan of Robin Hood? You know, there've been many incarnations along the way. Did you?
Yeah.
Presumably, did you watch the 80s version?
I did. I was only a young, I was only a young boy, but that's my first kind of recollection of it, was watching that with my dad. I think I was about 5 or 6, and I remember being really scared of him, the hunter character, you know, coming out of the kind of mist in the forest with the big antlers and all the rest of it. But yeah, I mean, every kind of lad growing up always has a Robin Hood that they...
like Doctor Who.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what was it like then when you actually got the role?
It was great. Well, you know, I've always said that when my agent got me the audition, I kind of laughed and I said, don't be ridiculous, it's if I'm going to get cast as Robin Hood. And along I went to the audition, and then I was offered the part. So, yeah, strange things.
And then, of course, the worries about whether it works and the rest of it. Tell us what it's like on set. You mentioned the fighting there, but of course you've got Keith Allen there.
Yeah.
I mean, just hamming it up. I'm sure he'd be the first to admit it's the sheriff.
Well, of course he does. He always said he always said he was trying to make it, you know, larger than life, and that's pretty evident. But no, it's great. We have a great time, me and the lads, and Lucy, of course. So that's kind of what keeps us going away from home, is having that kind of camaraderie and everything else. So yeah, keeps us going.
Quick look at the emails, because so many have come in. Lots of people in America. Just would like to say there's a large group in America that enjoys Mr. Armstrong and his role of Robin. He brings a new depth and energy to each episode. A lot of people concerned though whether you had signed up for series 3.
Series. We've gone here from Sydney, Australia, from Lisa saying, is there going to be a 3rd series? Are you signed up for it?
Presume so. It's not written in stone yet, but if there is a 3rd series, then of course I'll be doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hollywood, watch out. This is Carla in Hamlet, North Carolina. Obviously, you're going to be busy for some time yet, though. But what would you love to do next, if you can think beyond Robin Hood?
Well, it's difficult to think beyond it. I mean, it's a big undertaking and it's a large commitment to make. But I think it's always good to kind of see your career as a gradual thing. I think it's not healthy to kind of, you know, jump ahead. I mean, it'd be great to go over to America and see what happens, but I mean, you know, there's time for that.
Yeah,
I don't think I need to rush anything. I think I need to finish with Robin Hood and then think about that.
And what about, so this is a question for my little boy, what about the skills with the bow and arrow? Can
Yes.
you really shoot that well?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, of course we did. I mean, not that well, obviously, but if they put targets up, then we always get the arrows out, and we're able to hit the target.
Any
On
other
my darts team anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other skills that you've learned then that have surprised you?
Yeah. Well, we had to.
Oh, that's Mike Bushell there.
Yeah, of course,
Just
yes,
realised.
he went out to meet you, didn't he?
Yeah, he
He
did.
was useless.
He was pretty helpless. Yeah.
This is how it's properly done. I did that one, so it's not bad. Actually, the string, whatever you call it, hitting on the wrist.
We have to get
bruises all up and down here.
We get given leather guards basically, because it does the red whelps.
Fascinating. Lovely to talk to you.
It's also, thank you for
my
having me.
niece would be absolutely thrilled.
Got
I've
the
actually
autograph?
met you and got the autograph as well. I did, Isabella and Oscar, get the autograph. Sorry to everybody else who didn't get, but I'm sure you'll be writing in and contact you. The Armstrong Angels, I think they're called, your fans, aren't they? Lovely to see you. All the very best.
Thank you very
Remember
much.
the future. Jonas, good to see you now. Here's a quick look at the weather.